What?
Passed out.
It's Camp Hale's tradition.
I did not pass out. I landed like a rock star. Look at that passed out bullshit.
He didn't pass out.
He passed out.
He didn't pass out. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Auctions Anonymous. And I have problems and issues. And I buy lots of storage units. And if everyone's seen yesterday's video, the nastiest, filthiest, dirtiest, urine smellingest storage units ever created, ever made, with lots and lots of treasures inside. And there it looks like one of those clocks with those are $50. So
yeah, all silver.
I have one of those in my basement. I got from my dad. So hello, everybody. We appreciate everyone tonight. And you know, I guess I'll talk about the elephant in the room. Conky's here. Take a look at that. I mean, wow.
There's the elephant in the room.
Look, my poison ivy on my arms, guys.
Oh my God! How'd you get poison ivy, Conky?
I was cleaning up the yard. I must have got into some.
That's one of my dreadful things. If I get poison ivy, I got to go get a shot in the butt because I'm like allergic reaction.
Yeah, this itch is pretty bad. But...
So, Marvel Comics. Uh-oh, diamonds.
It's a diamond from the auction or from the unit.
Diamond. This is a comic book bag that they would give to people when they bought comic books. Is that cool or what?
That is cool.
And the guy's store is right here. The Right Stuff in Michigan.
Oh.
Right Stuff. So everyone, hello, how we doing? I appreciate you all joining us tonight. So as we know, I just want to say this. Mr. Jeremy Hales, myself and Conky, we love you. And we love Andrew Guapo. And I just say that to both of you. And everyone out there, there's some stuff going on that's not for this channel. This channel's about buying storage units. This channel's about making money and everything else. I know Jeremy's going to say a few things. But Conky and I, we just want to say that we love Jeremy. We love Guapo. They're both our brothers. And there's no sides. We're not going to pick sides or anything else like that. And let me explain this to people, anyone that wants out there, they say, hey, Rob, you should do this, or Conky, you should do this, or whatever else. Okay. There's people, they have parents out there. Parents get divorced. They don't pick one parent or the other. You know, sometimes there's sides. We're not here to pick sides. We love both of them. And we had experiences with both of them and things occurred, and we're not going to discuss those things. But Conky, you want to say anything on top of that before I let Jeremy say?
I think you spoke for me. You know, my whole thing is I just, you know, I want to stay out of these things, and that's just my position on it.
And like I said, and my channel is built around my business, and my business is a Second Sense auction company. And speaking of auctions, this Saturday we have an auction in Painesville, live auction, and we have a car. Unbelievable. There's going to be some great units Saturday, 9 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock at Chestnut. So, but like I said, I love both these guys, and I'm a Christian, and a lot of things have happened in my life, and you know, I've lost a lot of friends and different things like that, and I appreciate the friendship I've had with Guapo. I appreciate the friendship I've had with Jeremy. I appreciate the friendship I've had with Conky, and I appreciate the friendship I've had with everybody that's watching tonight. Thank you guys so much. Jeremy?
Just a few comments here tonight, and I want to be very, very specific and clear for everybody watching. Number one, Rob and Conky have nothing to do with any allegations whatsoever. And so I know, as I've stated in the past, do not contact anyone. It is not appropriate. Okay. Now, that being said as well, there are some things that need to be stated, and this is going to be much more stated Sunday night, not only by me, by George, and by another female as well, sharing actual truth, okay, with receipts. Now, I want to share something very quickly and succinctly. If somebody says the sun is purple, it doesn't mean the sun is purple. And if somebody out there listens to that person going, oh, the sun is purple. Oh, I'm going to believe that. And then you get wrapped up into that lie, then you are as foolish as that individual. Okay. And so I want to be very clear that allegations have been made, and that is defamation. Defamation is when untrue things are stated as fact, whether you say I heard it from somebody or somebody told me, you're the person that disseminated it and said it, which is illegal. I've said this so many times before. This will be handled legally. There was one chance given today. It will be no more chances. It is moving forward. And so I want to be clear. I am not okay with an individual that owes somebody else, an employee, thousands of dollars and then goes on and spends tens of thousands of dollars on strippers. There is.
Let's go. Let's not have to channel for that. We're not going to get into all this. I don't know. Right.
One more comment.
I understand. I love you guys, but
one more comment.
But like I said, let's keep it as a professional. Like I said, I don't want any. I don't hearsay and everything. I don't want to know. Like I said, we're here to talk about storage lockers. George, how you doing? By the way, I haven't seen you for a long time.
Hey everyone. I'll make it quick so that you guys can do your guys' time with Auctions Anonymous with some of the allegations that are floating around right now on the internet. Just want to make it clear that the decision that was made to hire this specific individual was actually my idea. So that we will discuss it a little bit. We'll discuss our truth this Sunday, but that individual was my idea because I love this individual. We know this individual. We trust this individual. And with everything going on with our psychotic neighbors, it's hard to trust people. So even though there was other interviews made, I was not okay with those candidates, and it was actually my idea. So again, we'll discuss it further in detail this Sunday on our upcoming live, and you guys have fun discussing Auctions Anonymous tonight.
All right.
And I guess
Sunday night. Sunday.
And Conky has his live on Saturday. But once again, like I said, I love Guapo like a brother. I love Jeremy like a brother. I love Conky like a brother. And I'm not going to sit here and discuss either of those things. Those things, they could be discussed on other times. But today, what I love to discuss.
Gold.
And
I want to talk about copper, but I'll let you guys talk about your gold first.
Well, how much money did you get out of your gold, Conky?
I haven't sold the gold yet.
Okay.
I still have the gold. But, and I didn't mean to jump in and jump ahead of you guys' talk about gold and everything, but I I bought that storage unit with all those, what do they call it? Server racks, server tabs.
Wow! Wow!
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
Holy cow, Conky. Do you two ever stop? Get a room.
Nope. We never stop at all.
Or go to McDonald's or something.
Conky is a very, very rich man. Look at that face. Look at that face. Very rich man. He's blushing. You're as red as the cabinet behind you. You're getting redder, Conky. You're going to be blending in.
Hey, let me just interject really quick while Conky's adjusting.
Maybe as red as this truck here pretty soon.
I have witnessed Conky and Noreen's relationship for a number of years now, and it is a relationship to strive for. Their trust and their love. And while we joke about the physicality, I love it that they displayed their love so affectionately. There is no doubt in anybody's mind that these two are soulmates. They love one another and they do relationships right. And so I would say to everybody out there, that is a relationship. 99% of the time I'm joking, but that is a relationship you all should strive for.
Thank you, Jerry.
Now I'm going to joke about McDonald's.
They found red lines in the trash.
I need to find some red lines in the trash.
So I spent $3,000 on a storage unit today. So we'll see how that turns out. I don't know what I was thinking.
No, but you got to tell them. Then we were on the phone talking about my storage unit today. And then you were like, were you bidding against me?
I did say I thought Jeremy was bidding against me. That's why I had to call him and say, dude, were you bidding against me? You know how much money you cost me today? You could just call me up, man. We could split it.
Conky, you and I talked this morning when I was on the way to my storage unit, and then I called Rob afterwards to tell him I had a huge score. So check this out, okay?
I did send you the link, Guapo.
So check this out, Conky. I buy a manager's unit, okay? And I knew it wasn't a manager's unit. Absolutely wasn't a manager's unit. It was a unit that was signed over. Dude, I have been on the gold, and I hit it huge today. Huge.
So it was presented as a manager's unit.
Yes, and I got it dirt cheap.
Well, there's reasons why there's managers units. Explain that, Jeremy.
So let's say somebody dies and the family doesn't want the unit. They'll sign it over to the actual facility, and then the facility can't sell it legally as a lien unit. It's a manager special. There's no other way to classify it online. And so the aspect of them getting it, and here's what happened. We figured it out once we got there. There was a fire, and everything in the house was put in this unit, and I got it all. And the gold that I found today is insane. Wow. Insane. As a matter of fact, this is a teaser. This is a teaser because I already put this on display. So this is 1 troy ounce Christmas stackable piece of silver, but this isn't the gold. And this is, it was insane, man. It was insane. It was so good.
It's always amazing. And like I said, I bought this unit $390. This 10 by 20 looked like garbage. And yesterday I put out the first video, and thank you, Bonnie. Please hit that thumbs up. I put out the first video yesterday, and the unit, trust me, it gets so much better. You will not believe tomorrow's video, and then Saturday. Oh my gosh. The units like this, it gets better and better. The farther you go back, it just gets better and better. Even though the guy was a meth head, supposedly, according to somebody, he burnt his house down. But somehow he didn't spend or didn't use all the money on doing drugs, I guess. Because I found drug paraphernalia in the unit. So.
But wait till you see my unit tomorrow. Well, I was just telling you guys, I called Mayor Dan, or I text Mayor Dan. I was like, come on out to the bonfire Saturday night with the guys. I was like, we're going to burn 20 grand worth of product. The entire village is going to be lit. Dude, wait until you guys see how much.
I don't know.
It's a lot.
You have to make sure we stand upwind from that, because I don't want to. But yeah, I mean, imagine the whole thing. Your whole neighborhood's going to smell like somebody hit a skunk.
Well, it's smelled like that before when I've had other guests there. So, you know, what's the difference? So I can either throw it in the dumpster or we can burn it in the fire. What do you want to do, Conky?
Throw it in the dumpster.
All right, it's going in the dumpster. They're swapping out dumpsters tomorrow, so.
Oh, good.
Some new comics. Oh yeah, I got some new comics. But speaking of which, there's a comic book toy auction I'm having in a couple weeks. Even Guapo gave me some items for that auction I even have in there. So look at this.
Twinkles.
Comics, turtles.
Oh man, I'm having PSD.
I have a whole collection, dude, of turtles. And the thing is, I didn't get to bag them all yet. Like, so I'm still bagging and tagging them. And people that don't know, you got a bag and board comic book. Sometimes it's a, like here's one. Look at this green gray sponge suit sushi turtles, the parody. So this is like a spoof on the turtles.
Funny.
Man,
we got like this one. Oh, Scott Roberts. Let me tell you about apple juice bottles. Eastman and Lard, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, guys. Let me.
These ones aren't in the auction, are they?
No, these are my collection. Oh. So, hold on. Let me get up here. I got to talk about this, Scott Roberts. So, I bought this storage unit, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys didn't see yesterday's episode, you got to check it out. There was a sister unit to my unit. Okay. The guy that bought the sister unit watches the show. He's also been to my auctions before. So I talked to him for a little bit. He's about done. All of a sudden, it's 85 degrees. This is what, yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah,
85 degrees. Yeah, it was 85 degrees. Blacktop. The place is loaded blacktop, right? So this gentleman that had these storage units that was supposedly a meth head, burned his house down and all this other stuff, urinated in bottles. Okay?
You mean like a trucker?
I don't know, Conky. Long story short, this guy
trucker
pours the bottle out in the middle of the blacktop between the two units.
Oh, did you hear Noreen in the back? Oh!
He poured.
There she goes again.
He poured.
Oh my
the bottle out.
He's upstairs.
So now, okay, it stinks like stale, old urine. If you ever went into like a place that didn't clean the bathrooms or something, okay, but times it by like 1 million.
Oh.
Okay, so now the unit, I mean, there's mouse poop everywhere. And then we're finding bottles of urine. And then there's a bottle, actually, of sealed apple juice. I told Jeff, this ain't, I said, you can drink this. This ain't urine. He's like, no. So he goes out there, he goes, I'm going to pour it where that guy poured it to make it smell better. Only thing it did is kick up the smell even worse.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Noreen's O again.
I need everyone to hit the thumbs up just because. Now, this is storage survival, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Roberts, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
There it is.
Storage survival. Wait, Noreen, you ready? Noreen, wait, you're gonna. As soon as I say this, everyone be real quiet. So I'm in the unit, and I'm moving stuff around, and there's a jar with no lid on it. Spills urine on my leg.
Oh.
And on my shoe. So I need the thumbs up, people. And now my leg is wet. My whole thing's soaked here. And then, so I'm trying to keep going through the unit. And then it's like I'm bending down, going through stuff. All of a sudden, my arm touches my leg, and I just feel the dampness, and I know it's urine. And I'm just like, oh, my gosh. And the only thing I wanted to do is go home and take a shower. Okay?
Don't you love your job, Rob?
I love my job. And here's the thing. Jeff goes to me, he goes, Rob. He goes, I went home, I took a shower. I was like, I couldn't get the smell. And I realized it must be in my nose. And I said, Jeff, I washed 3 times, and I still didn't feel clean.
Oh, like, man.
It was the nastiest, dirtiest, filthiest stuff. But, man, brand new pop figures, brand new Hot Wheels, brand new Pokemon cards, graded cards, autograph cards. I mean, coins, jewelry. You guys will not believe the stuff I'm pulling out of this unit. It makes there's no rhyme, no reason. And this is the cream of the crop of all of them. I'm just telling you. So,
dude, the units you get peed on are the ones you make the most money on.
Oh, hello, I was about to do that. Here we go. I would have taken a bath in hand sanitizer. Let me tell you something. It was one of the most disgusting, nastiest, filthiest, dirtiest, smelliest. I need it. Thank you. I need both. I need shoes and my wife. I told her, she goes, "Don't even bring your shoes in, and you better undress and go right in the shower."
She wouldn't even let you in the house.
Oh man. Oh, she didn't want me in the house. I don't blame her either. And it was nasty. It was filthy. It was disgusting.
Wow. Okay, a follow-up question. I know we've all been to storage units and there was no bathroom. How many of you have peed in a jar or a bottle because you had to go so bad at a storage unit?
I have not.
I have. But typically I try to go somewhere
Somewhere around the corner.
Yes.
The funniest thing is when a female
between
is
the
at a
trailer.
storage, when a female is at a storage unit auction. By the way, there she is. If you need to, do what you need to do. But when a female's at a storage unit auction and they got to go, like, what do? And your truck is hooked up to the trailer, or you don't have an extra vehicle, like, out in the middle of nowhere.
You need a bucket.
I know a neighbor with one. I do know a neighbor with one. Yep, I do know that for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Money for pinball. Speaking of which, yeah, I love to go play some pinball. And there's a place right down in Ohio City, right by my building. And let me tell you, if anyone lives here and you got grandkids or kids, you want cheap fun. Sundays, place is called Pins. It's on West 25th Street. Okay, they got tons of pinball in there, but you got to pay for pinball. It's like 16-bit also. You've been to 16-bit before? You ever hear 16-bit?
I haven't been there.
Okay, well, 16-bit and Pins, they became one place. They got like this little bowling thing, and the things are like on ropes, and you throw the bowling ball and it hits it up on ropes, and they get pulled up each time, and you get 3 shots per time instead of 2. So long story short, Saturday or Sunday mornings, 12 to I think all day, it's free bowling for the kids. Number 1. Number 2, free pop. And then they have all these old arcade games, and those are already free. So they got like Pac-Man, they got Q-Bird, they got Dig Dum, they got Mortal Kombat, they got Gauntlet, they got all those games, and they're all free. Those are always free. Anytime you go there, and they're free. The video games,
So when we doing that, we got Painesville auction Saturday morning. We're having the bonfire at my place Saturday night. When we doing
is going to be, and I just want to say this real quick before I forget. There's an awesome car in Painesville auction, and usually I don't have cars. 1978 Chrysler Cordova, Conky Noreen, driving to Vegas. Boom.
I don't know, man. I saw the rims on that thing, and
I know, Conky. That's why you got to drive it to Vegas.
I'm not in love with the rims, man.
I know. You go to Vegas, you sell that car, and you come back in a Subaru.
I can try that, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Think about this. You got a trip to Vegas. It pays for the trip to Vegas. You and Noreen. Boom. It's like Bonnie and Clyde.
And did you say you had the title for it, too? Or
Yes.
Yes, and the keys?
No.
No keys, but title.
Do you need a key for a 1978 Cordova?
Well, you need something. I mean,
A screwdriver.
You got to unlock the steering column so you can.
Conky, drive it like you stole it, man. I've seen you drive them Subarus.
Yeah, I guess. No, what you've seen me is try to keep up with you in your truck.
I do. I once I get on the open highway, yes.
Jessica,
yes,
don't worry about it.
So, Rob, if you're going to do what we talked about before, I think you have to do that from YouTube, but you can't do it from StreamYard if that's still what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do it.
But at any rate, I've seen Conky off-road with a Subaru like nobody's business. He's like, I missed my exit. Don't matter. I'll make my own. And whoosh.
And that was Noreen's car, too, and I didn't even get yelled at.
Yeah, Noreen was like, let's do it again, Conky. Let's do it again.
Like right on a roller coaster.
Oh, my goodness. These two on the road, man.
On the road again?
Okay. I'll tell them this anyway, since you told that about my driving. When it was a trip we took to West Virginia to go caving. And I left, I think I left first, And somewhere in West Virginia, somewhere near the Capitol, was when he caught up to me. I was in front of him. And we were on the phone every once in a while saying, you know what mile mark yet. So he passes me. And
which was my goal. My goal was to catch up and pass him.
Right. Okay. So he passes me and I keep up with him. And we get to where we were going to have lunch. And we get out of the cars and I walk over to his truck and I can smell his tires. I can smell them standing next to the truck. I can smell them. All I smelled was like burnt rubber. It was like being in a racetrack.
Yes, it was.
We had fun that trip. That was 2020. What? Yeah, that was quite a while ago. It was fall of 2020.
I don't remember when I remember doing it. I don't remember what date it was.
Yeah, I think it was fall of 2020. New U.S. 5-cent coins.
Dude, man, I you know how Rob gets on a streak and he can't lose? You know how Rob just wins and wins and wins and wins.
I need to hang out with Rob more.
I bought 3 units this week, and my goodness. And I've said this on AA before, okay? And so people always talk about karma, which I very clearly have stated. Karma is not something I believe in. I believe you follow God and his word, you're blessed. You don't, you have consequences to it. And so the funny part is people that always talk about karma, which is a lot of people, right? They're always going, if something bad happens to them, they're like, oh, well, karma's going to get that other person. Why isn't it karma that just got them? Why don't they ever say, well, karma just got me? And so I don't know what my karma is doing. I don't believe in it, but man, I am hitting Conky. I just started sorting the gold. That's 14K. I got 18K. Here's 10K. Dude, check this out. Check this out. I gotta grab these. Okay.
We appreciate that super sticker.
Look at this.
Mary Dale.
Look at this. These 2 totes are nothing but gold, silver, gems, diamonds, coin collections. This is all I have. I have to sort all of this.
You poor baby.
And I found more today. Dude, I scored so big today. I still can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like so big.
I hope I have that problem tomorrow.
Dude, I might have to come out and check it out, man.
I can't believe I spent that much money.
Christian and Patience will be at Hale's headquarters tomorrow. We got to sort everything we just took care of today.
Conky and I will help you sort the gold and silver, right, Conky?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just like
he's a trained professional.
It's been a week, man. Like so much gold and silver. I don't think I've ever found this much gold, silver, and the devil's lettuce in 1 week.
Yeah, I had a crazy day today. First off, my daughter gets a job. I thought it worked for me, but no. But she gets a job today, so that's great. And then I have to help.
Can I hire her?
What's that?
Nothing.
I try to hire my daughter, but she won't work for me. I hope my unit is good, because the thing is that if it's not good, Deborah, I spent $3,000. The thing is, from what I reckon, I think it's at least $1,000 that I see of stuff. So from that $1,000, I spent $3,000. I'm hoping all the boxes, everything else, because I couldn't see lots of stuff, but the stuff I seen had a lot of high value items. There was some lower value items, but yeah. So that's a whole other thing. So then my daughter, obviously, I have to pay for her license today. It cost me $500 for driving school.
Wow, it's cost that much now.
Yeah, $500.
I don't remember it costing that much.
Yeah, Conky, that's because it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
For who?
When's the last time you had to pay for driving school?
You mean like for my kid? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that Donna took driving school, did she?
Don't they? Oh, you don't have to for your permit, do you?
Well, if you get your license at 18, I don't think you have to do it. She had a license at 18?
I don't remember. I know with my driving school, I had to pay for my own driving school, and it was, I don't know, maybe $100.
Yeah, 'cause I think, I think it was 18. 18.
I don't know. Maybe $100. For my kid, I don't know. 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 I But that was decades ago, centuries ago. That was thousands of years.
You probably had to bring shells in and pay with.
Yeah.
5
Conky-
clams, please.
Conky didn't even have hair back then.
No.
Listen.
Our cars were just our feet, like the Flintstones. We just
Right. You had a
pedaled
toga
like-
on, Conky.
Yeah.
Your best friend was Barney. I know. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So there's a car in Painesville though, and this car, it has a little bit of rims on. Now, a little background on the car: the gentleman that owned the vehicle was in prison, and while he was in prison, he couldn't pay for storage, and hence they got the thing. And instead of selling the car as parts only, he went about and got the actual title. So most of the time when we sell cars, we don't have titles. This one has a title but no key. Now, it's a possibility the key could be in the vehicle. No one has checked that. I said, Pete, can you check it? He said, it's a little tough for me to get in there. So
I could see that being a little tough for Pete. Yeah.
So I said, I understand that.
So my guess is it's inside. It's not one of those outside
No.
things where
The car has
it's
been
inside.
stored inside a stored
Okay.
10 by 20 unit.
Okay.
And it's been
Conky.
storage kept. And then the thing is that Pete said he saw the guy the other day, and he's like, man, I didn't even think about it. I should have asked him for the keys because he's out of prison.
I take it he didn't see him at the storage unit. He saw him out somewhere else.
Mason! 18 today and graduates high school.
Oh, nice.
Let me tell you what I'll tell every 18-year-old kid that graduates high school. One, whatever you do, whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of anything in life. So give it your all. And number two, don't give up. Follow your dreams. Do what you want to do because life is so short. And I thought about this the other day. I was like, man, I love what I do. I love, being covered in mouse poop, soaked in urine. I mean, there's just things that you can't replace. You can't just get that at any job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to have multiple jobs to be soaked in human urine and be with mouse feces in the same job. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you have to be like an exterminator in like a nursing home or something maybe for that to happen. No. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the odds of that happening in the same day is very slim. But my job, boom. But also, I have the opportunity to find gold, silver, firearms, collectibles, treasures. I even found an item, and I think this might be in tomorrow's video or the next. I don't even know, 2 million year old item in the storage unit.
Is it dirt or air?
We're gonna find out. So,
Okay.
yeah, I love the opportunity. So anybody that's 18 years old or anything else, I say, man, follow your dreams, because I loved what I did, but then I ended up getting this job, and I kind of fell into it. And the thing about life is it's very short, and
I
everything-
can top the urine story.
you can top the story.
What did Conky do to you, Noreen?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
what you're talking about.
Hold on one second. Coco says, Rob, enjoy your videos. Jeff cracks me up when you swing things at him. Easy now. Yeah, I love throw things at Jeff, swing things at Jeff, swords, baseball bats. I like to throw objects at Jeff, but Jeff's a good sport sometimes. So thank you, Coco. We appreciate it. And Noreen, what are you going to say?
One of my first jobs about 40 years ago, I worked for a local fast food joint.
Oh, no. Not
First of all, you are way too young to be 40 years ago.
Was this McDonald's? Is this where all the McDonald's stories started from?
This was a local Hardee's that no longer in business.
Yeah, we wonder why.
I don't know.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. You knew me back then too. Yeah, you did. Okay. I was on bathroom duty that day, which means every once in a while I have to go to the restrooms and clean them out. Thrillsville. Now, this fast food joint was near a local high school. And back then, the kids would love to come in, lock the door, and shut it. So I go to the men's room, and I knock on the door. No response. I knock one more time. No response. So I ran around the corner and got the key, went back to the men's room, knocked on the door, knocked on it again, no response, stuck the key in, Open the door. There was one of the old regulars sitting on there reading the newspaper.
Oh my goodness.
I thought you were going to tell the other story.
Oh no!
There's more?
There's
There's
no.
another
We're
one?
not going to tell that story.
You're not going to tell the other one? Okay.
Is this one involving my father?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to
Okay.
tell.
Oh my goodness.
It's a funny one, but
No,
we're not going to tell
no.
it.
It's out of respect. The man is with the angels now. That's my father. We don't go there. But yeah, the old man was sitting there in the toilet. A man I saw 2 or 3 times a day because these old guys would come in at 7 a.m, flop their Buckeye cards out and get 3 cents off a cup of coffee. Then they would go over and they'd all sit in their little group and they'd hang around there till 9. Then they would leave and then they would come back at 3 o'clock. Same routine, same guy,
Can we tell the story about your dad to the guys privately?
privately,
Okay.
no, privately.
At the
But,
bonfire.
he
The
goes, well,
bonfire this Saturday before you go.
the door was locked. Did you get the hint? And I'm like, I think he may have been with his stogie in there too. I just all he had to say was occupied, but no, I opened the door. It could be just somebody, a one-eyed person I would see 2 or 3 times a day, this little guy hanging on the toilet. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hate fast food. Oh, besides,
Mhm.
I'm going.
You're going back up.
You guys going to McDonald's after the live?
Well, we haven't had dinner yet.
Me either.
Jeff does crack me up too. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, of course, and storage unit buying and moving stuff, and I just it's the crazy thing is that the next auction we're going to be working on is July 12th.
Are you talking for Second Sense or a live auction?
Second Sense. The next auction because we're, that's the next one we're going to start working on is for July 13th. I'm like, wow, is time flying? See, like Shane that works for me, he's a young kid, and he goes, man, it's just crazy how fast time goes in the store in this business. And I go, yeah, only lacking chow back and spit down your leg. Yeah, chewing back and trust me. Oh my gosh. The thing is, it's like fermented urine. I don't even know how long it's been in there. That's like the worst part of the whole, and the stench and the smell. And it's like, I mean, this morning, I swear, was it this morning or yesterday? Yesterday morning, I was like, I still can smell it. I can still smell it. It was like, so nasty.
Flippin' Adventures, check your text for confirmation who those people are.
Thank you, Harriet Williams. And so it's been yeah, I mean, that unit alone was crazy. And, I don't know why. And then I'm doing this 4th auction for this house in Parma, and their parents collected for 40 years. So
that's from me, guys.
This is craziness. Ready? So there's a truck there, and the truck has been buried for like, it's been sitting outside and sinking in the mud, whatever, for 2 years. They pull out the mud. It starts up. All the lights are on it like a Christmas tree right now. It's around the thing. Transmission was replaced not that long ago. Blah, blah, blah. So the one family member thinks it's worth a lot of money, like $8,000. The other ones think it's worth like $3,000 to $5,000. They bring me in the middle of it. I'm just trying to. I'm like, why don't we just put it in the auction? I'll put a reserve on it. Start it off. Let's just see what happens. Then the one sister gets all mad, man, and she almost throws a brick through the car window. Okay, I mean literally. Okay, and I'm like, yo, don't do anything to the car. Let me get my camera out first. And then I'm like, no, I'm just, I didn't say that. I was like,
film everything.
I told Jeff.
Everything.
I told Jeff afterwards. I was like, she was gonna throw a brick through the car. I was like, I didn't even have my camera out. So, but anyways, I stopped her from doing that. And then later on, they're like, I don't think we're gonna have you sell the car. And then I wanted to text them back saying, well, if I would have known that, I'd just let her throw the brick through the window.
Then it would have been all right.
Right, and then why do we care about the truck? So
Rob, you broke up there for a second when you were telling what kind of car it was.
It was some kind of truck. I want to say it was a Chevy Silverado.
Oh, okay.
It's a VA 4x4 truck. Here's the issues with the car. There's like some rust underneath. Like I said, it was sitting. All the lights are on the car, and then they went to pull something with it, and the hitch is like all flappy now because underneath got rusted out, so it broke where the hitch thing goes to.
Yeah,
you know?
it's worth like $2,000 now, if that.
So I mean, obviously you put it in auction, who knows where it'll go.
Yeah.
But long story short, I don't think it's going in auction. But I got all this other stuff we're putting in auction over there, trying to get this last auction out of there. But man, not only Painesville is going to be awesome. I'm telling you guys, there's the 1 unit pizza. There's a guy that has 2 units there, and they're supposed to be awesome. So we'll see.
Are you bidding or are you just auctioning?
Hey, now, what are you giving out? 50, 75, 100, go to 175, 200, go to 2.5. Yeah, Conky now 500. So I got Conky. Conky's bidding for me.
Man, I better go to the bank and get some money then.
You're gonna have to.
Dude, I can't wait. I've bought 3 units this week. I know I've only released 1 thus far, but man, I am overflowing with just amazing collectibles in gold and silver. I can only imagine what Painesville is going to bring.
You forgot about the Ohio units, huh?
You mean the books or how good Ohio is?
You forgot about the good and the bad.
Yeah, well, I haven't released the book units yet, so that one's still waiting.
Yeah, Jeff said something like, he's like, well, Rob, at least it's not books.
Oh my, so everybody wanted to know, well, you guys wanted to know, I haven't released a video, like what am I doing with all the garbage cans? And we're selling those on Facebook Marketplace. Finally decided, okay, those are all going to go on Facebook Marketplace.
So Troy, real quick, cars, at least in Ohio, all cars can be sold. They can be sold. A lot of storage facilities will say the car is not for sale, or the vehicle, or the motorcycle, or the gun safe. They could say anything they want. And in the auction, you can put any stipulations and any rules that you want, according to the state of Ohio. So
called terms.
Right.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can change anything else. But as the law states, because some people are like, oh, you're not allowed to sell a vehicle. That isn't correct. I can sell any vehicle. I can sell, as long as I'm not representing it as a vehicle that you could get a title for, I can sell it. This is a parts-only vehicle. There is no title. There's no keys. There's in Ohio, I can sell any vehicle for a parts-only vehicle because you're allowed to take parts. You don't need a title. You can take parts of a vehicle and sell it as long as you actually own the vehicle. You can also, and then it's called a chop shop, but that's another story. You don't want to go to jail now. But so the parts-only vehicle, and in Ohio, you're allowed to sell it. But this vehicle, the storage facility put a storage lien on the vehicle because the person owes the storage facility money. And it's just like a lien they put on a storage unit. They're owed so much money for the rent that the person hasn't paid. So the only way to get that money back, and that's why the whole world basically uses auctions as the dominant way to sell off anything to get the money back as much as possible to whoever the money's owed to. So sometimes it might be owed to a storage facility. Sometimes it might be owed to a mechanic. Sometimes it might be owed to a bank and the real estate, for example. So just like that, the banks owed money for a real estate property. They're going to take that property. You don't pay them. They're going to put it on the auction block, and it's going to sell to the highest bidder, and boom. And that's how the government recognizes everything. So typically all cars are able to be auctioned in any state that I know of. Now, some states might have some special things on there. You might need a certain license or some kind of things. You know, you might have to have an auction license and a dealership license like they do with real estate and things like that. But as Ohio, yes, you can sell any vehicle anytime. Does that make sense?
Just a lot of the facilities will just say, no, it doesn't come with it. And like some of the facilities will tell you that firearms don't come with your unit either. And some say nothing. And so those are called terms, and all auctions fall under what's called lien laws. So when Rob's saying they put a lien against it, like somebody puts a lien against your house, it falls under lien laws in each state.
Yep. And that's and we won't get into all that. Some states have different, like lien laws and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, the thing is that there's ways out there for you to recoup as much money as possible for the person that owes you money. And that's one of the ways is they sell the vehicle. So this guy, now Ohio's weird. I want to say this real quick because this blew me away. Okay. When Pete when he first started the process, he had a vehicle. This is a different vehicle. This is years ago. And he went to the state and said, okay, I want to get this vehicle. They said, okay, give us, how much the guy owes, all this stuff. So he gives all the stuff. And they said, well, the blue book value is $5,000 and he owes you $2,600. So you owe us $3,400, the difference. And he said, what? They said, well, you have to pay the difference of what's owed and the blue book value. And he said, what are you talking about? That's the way the state works. And he goes, well, where does this money go to? And it goes to a state general fund. Okay. So back to selling the vehicle. Now he has to wait to the point where the person owes more money than the vehicle is blue book valued. Does that make sense?
So that way, no money goes to the state. They recoup all the money, and they don't have to screw around with the state.
Right. But the state wants him to give money for a vehicle that he doesn't even own. And it's like, how do they get money out of this deal? It makes zero sense whatsoever. But speaking of auctions, this Saturday though, high-end collectible auction. If you got anyone likes crystal out there, I have like the best Swarovski crystal I've ever seen in my life. Pieces that are worth, selling on eBay right now, $400 or $500 all day long. Like, green like this, sold.
Wow.
And I got 32 pieces or 35 pieces from this guy. And his wife passed away. Her name was Crystal, so he would always buy her crystal for her birthday. And, and it's crazy because one of my neighbors, not only that, he actually worked with my father at the steel mill. And not only that, his wife used to have a driving school, and I went to the driving school.
How did this all get back to driving school?
And then boom, my daughter, driving school. I had to pay $500 today. So how'd it go? That's called full circle, Jeremy.
That is full circle. That was like a Seinfeld episode. When they're golfing and then the whale and the Kramer hits the ball and then George and was it a Titleist? That's what you just did to us. You pulled up, was it a Titleist on us?
Thank you. So, oh man. Conky does his live Saturdays. Jeremy does his live Sundays. Guapo Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Pew pews, if you find them and you put them in the door and they take them. What?
Some, not everybody. I've got tons that, I think we probably.
Yeah, really, it's the facilities are, it's all strange. It's really the facilities. and then there's always the shady people.
I think I should emphasize that I have tons that I have found not currently in my possession. So I think I need to emphasize that for the fools out there that live across the street from me in OTTER Creek.
Yeah, they want to dime for every nickel you make. That's for sure. And
it's true, isn't it? It really is true.
Taxes. Conky, finish the copper story.
Okay. So you guys know I bought that unit in Akron. I think Rob was the auctioneer for $50. I got all those server towers with all those blade servers. Well, each one of those blade servers has, among other things, 2 big, mostly copper heat sinks. And I found a place in Alliance called Board Sort. And they were. I'm taking the gold stuff there, but they have a thing on their website where they were offering 80 cents a pound for the heat sinks. Weren't pure copper; they were copper bonded to aluminum. But they were offering 80 cents a pound for copper aluminum heat sinks, and I had like 250 pounds of these things. So I thought 80 cents was cheap. So I went to the local, I took one into the local scrapyard and I said, how much will you give me these? And they looked at it and said, well, I'll give you $1.60 a pound for them. So
Doubled it.
yeah, doubled it. These things, I had 2 of the hoarder lady boxes, the little, well, the like the U-Haul boxes. I had 125 pounds in each box, and I could not lift them. At first, I was afraid I was going to break the box. So I wound up, I dollied them down to the truck. I dropped the tailgate. I put a board down, and I literally pushed these 2 boxes up onto this board, and up onto the back of the truck. I wound up taking them in 250 pounds of these heat sinks, $400 instead of the 200, just by choosing a different place to take them to.
That's a good point, Conky, because my uncle went and I had to help him move some stuff today. He's moving into adult or 55 or 65 older community or whatever else. Yeah. And he went and took scrapping, and then he's like, I'm like, where are you taking the scrap? He goes, over here, it doesn't matter. I know some people tell me to get more money at these other places. I said, well, if you're only taking in so much weight, it's not that big of a deal. If you're only taking in, 20, 40 pounds and stuff, you're taking in 250 pounds, for example.
Makes a difference, yeah.
And I told him, I said, the only thing it does is you make a couple phone calls, and you might have to drive 10, 15 minutes farther, but to make an extra, how much, Conky?
200. I doubled it.
Doubled his money.
So you made extra $200 by taking a couple extra seconds, calling and everything else. And I can't stress that enough to anybody out there, because this is a reselling channel. And if you're going to resell stuff, okay, it's amazing. Like, people will get second opinions on all stuff, but then we'll go get a second. They'll take their gold or silver or anything else. They'll go take it to the first coin shop, jewelry store, or whatever else, and say, oh, what do you give me for it? And then the guy, oh, I'll give you $2,000 for this. Wow, that sounds like a lot of money. I'll take the $2,000. Only thing you could have called or went down the street, get a couple opinions, because maybe the next guy down the street would have gave you $3,500 or $4,000, like Conky, doubled your money.
Double it.
But instead, you go, oh, I'm going to go with the first person. I'm not gonna, well, I don't want to waste my time. Okay. Wow, Conky wasted his time. He made $200 more. That's not called wasting time. That's called making money with your time. Okay. Sorry, I had to put that in there.
Had to.
That's not a bad deal when Conky's making $200 an hour.
I mean, people wish they could make $200 an hour. A lot of people strive to make $200 an hour. If I could only make, people are like, if I could make $50 an hour, let alone $200 an hour. And that's just the thing, especially in the business that we're in. For example, like if Jeremy said, I'm going to take this gold I got today and I'm going to go scrap it out. Okay. And he's got a lot of gold there. Let's just say, just for simple math, 10 ounces of gold. Okay. I got 10 ounces of 14 karat gold. One guy's going to pay him 60% of gold scrap value. The other guy's going to pay him 85%. And trust me, there's people out there paying 10%. So really do
your research.
Call. It's real easy to pick up a phone. I told the one guy, he goes, oh, I don't want to waste my time driving around. I said, you see this thing? It's a phone. Just call. You can go online. I'm assuming there's probably websites you could probably search. Say what's the best scrap prices or whatever,
Well,
so you said you love treasure hunting job. Do you love the YouTube job? Because it is a job, right, Conky?
Yeah, yes. I think I might have mentioned in one of the recent texts that, until I get the new building up, I can't really do a lot of buying of storage units. And I kind of, my channel hasn't done a lot of storage unit videos lately. I've been trying to do the, more the restoration stuff. And it's a lot of work. Whether you do, no matter which one you're doing, it's a lot of work, a lot of extra work. Something that would normally take you 2 hours now takes you 6.
Rob, do you love the YouTube job? It's a toughie.
Well, I'm gonna explain real simple. I love having the opportunity to share with everyone out there the finds that I make. And people told me for a long time, you know, and like when I first met Jeremy, I was actually under contract for a TV show that we were working on with these guys from California. Obviously didn't pan out on anything else, and I'm so happy that never transpired because YouTube's way better. But to share the experiences that I have, and I'm a little bit different than other, you know, because I don't just buy storage units. I have opportunity. I go to a lot of estates, houses. I get to meet a lot of people, and some of my videos, you know, and you just never know what you get to walk into. And storage units are awesome, and the houses are awesome, and being able to save. My whole goal is saving this stuff. I love history, saving items, because I seen whole houses get thrown out, whole storage units just tossed to the dumpster because storage facilities, they're not in the business of reselling. People that real estate people, they're not in the business of reselling. They want to sell the house. They don't care about the stuff inside. They want the big $500,000. They don't care about the $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in the house or in the storage unit. Okay, it's just the way it goes. And but it's back to the answer. I do enjoy YouTube. It's a love-hate relationship. You know, the time and energy I put into it, you know, and I've been trying to put more time and energy, and I think people notice that in my videos. I put a lot more time and energy than I did in the past, but I try to put out a good product there, and I enjoy doing that and sharing it with you and saving those things, the history. And like I went to the unit, and my son was there, and I bought the trailer, and I bought that awesome unit in Avon, and I got all that jewelry out there and all those Barbie collectibles and all that stuff. And I have that always saved. And my son one day could go back and be like, man, oh yeah, and I filmed the episode for my dad, and you know, this and that, and he bought that trailer, and he turned around and flipped it and doubled his money, and you know, and then he found all that stuff in the unit, and you know, one piece of gold paid for the whole unit and all stuff. And he's like, you know, so that part, saving the history of and getting opportunity to share with other people and try to educate people, that's what I love about it. Obviously, the time and energy and effort that put into the editing process, and people have no clue, because a lot of people think, oh, yeah, how hard could it be? It must be easy. And Jeremy, he knows more than anyone out there that the amount of time, energy, and effort put into the editing aspect, whatever the length of that video is, put a big, you know, hours on top of whatever, you know, if it's a 30-minute video, I mean, you're looking at 5-6 hours of editing, you know. So,
which is why lazy creators go live. So what Rob is talking about is the real work that pays off on YouTube. Laziness equals live streams and pre-recorded videos, such as what Rob put out today, or where I put out today, or Conky's going to put out the next one. That is labor intensive in the editing and getting it right. Conky, how much do you spend your last restoration? How many hours did you spend editing?
Oh my God. It's not just the editing. I probably, on the Jeep video, I probably spent a good 10 to 12 hours editing. But, you know, you edit and then you have to, because my computer can't really handle that high resolution, I have to render the video, look at it, and then maybe go back and edit something else out. And when I do the rendering on this computer, I usually start it when I go to bed at night and hope it's done by the time I get up in the morning. So it's just hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, even my neighbor called me. I got home with the trailer. He saw me get home. He called me, can you come down? Can you help me move some stuff? Which I have the sweetest, greatest neighbors. You guys have met Dan and Joanne, haven't you? Weren't they at a bonfire with you guys?
Doesn't that sound like a song? Dan and Joanne?
Yeah, well, it should be. It should be. So I went and hung out with them for a little bit, and I love playing games with them, taking them to car shows and things like that. And they're older, obviously, and just love them dearly. And then I came back up, and then George and I were on the phone. I'm like, I gotta go. I got like 4 episodes I gotta edit, and AA, and you know, editing is insanity. Editing is the thing that I hate the most. But The best part is when you can use a platform to do something positive. You know, that's we've had so much fun together at Half Mill Time to Grill, people coming from around the world. You know, that was a moment that I will, even if I get Alzheimer's, I don't think I could forget that.
True.
Yeah, that'll be one of those memories you won't know whether it was yesterday or 50 years ago, but it'll be there.
It'll be there. You'll never lose it.
Memories. And it's just the editing aspect. The thing is this, though. There's times where it's more fun editing than other. There's some videos that are more fun. Jeremy can relate to this because he's edited a lot, but he knows exactly what I'm talking about because I see him smiling as soon as I said it. He knows that because there's some videos that they're easier to edit, they're more fun to edit, and then there's some that you dread editing because you know it's going to take twice as long as a regular video because just how everything was shot and trying to bring everything together. And
well, and that's where having a good person on the camera comes into play because they know where to start and stop the camera.
What are you going to talk about, Jeff?
You trained them well, man. That's huge. That can cut your editing time in half. But the other thing, like obviously my favorite videos are Restorage the Love videos. And even as we started this live stream out tonight, I think one of the things that George and I have been able to do is restore the love to another individual within our sphere of influence and friend. But those ones, when I'm editing them, I'm so emotionally invested in them that I am tearing up and crying the entire time. Like, and then if I put the music in, oh my goodness. I mean, I can't handle, I'm so emotionally invested in what happened and restoring the love. And it's my favorite thing. And then I get so upset if it doesn't perform well. So I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like this should be out there promoting these types of things for people. And then YouTube goes, or the viewers go, I don't want to see that.
Well, Jeremy, how many times have we done the shark fishing video?
Yeah.
We had a blast doing that. We caught the biggest shark I think anybody's ever caught.
So good.
I thought I was going to get 1 million views, just to let you know.
And what did we get combined all together with all of our videos? We're lucky to maybe have, I don't know where they're all at right now, but maybe 200,000 views, which is nothing.
Nothing. But I tell you what, I would do. I want to go shark fishing again. That's the
dude.
thing.
I'd do that again in a heartbeat.
I was like, man, I should take Vaughn shark fishing, huh?
Oh, you should.
Captain Dan?
Captain Dan.
I love Captain Dan.
Captain Dan Hurd.
He's awesome. And that guy, he's a professional, man. You want to talk about someone?
We need to get Mayor Dan down on Captain Dan's boat and go down there and do some shark fishing.
Thank you, Ben Droz.
I invited Mayor Dan Saturday night to the bonfire, guys, but he's going to be at he's going to be in Chicago at a big haunt, you know, kind of like when we go to the toy shows, they have all these haunt shows. And so he's going to be having fun there. So
cool.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the haunted house stuff. Man, I wish I would have done that earlier. I had the one guy that had the haunted, his brother had like molds for haunted houses and made all this stuff for haunted houses. And he passed away, man. I could have hooked those two guys up because he had all the stuff left, like molds and stuff. And he could have made, I mean, there's some crazy stuff there. Crazy.
He would have loved it. He would have loved it.
And then I'm working on tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is the second part. I got 3 videos out of this disgusting 10 by 20 packed with cash storage unit and literally cash. Where do you see tomorrow's videos, ladies and gentlemen? And then Saturday, Paynesville auction, 9 a.m., 10 o'clock. There's a car. Storage units right now, I think he had 9 and 7. So we'll see where he's at. I'm assuming we'll hopefully have at least 10 between the two. But the one people, he said he hasn't got a herd of them, haven't seen them. He said, Rob, good units, so I'm hoping.
Perkins for lunch?
Probably.
Sounds good.
And
I'm guessing.
Yeah. I always like my breakfast. And the thing is, I wake up so early. I got to drive an hour to get there, and it's 9 in the morning. You think I would have changed the time by now, but no, that's all.
I mean, I'm always open. It'd be nice. But
you know what time
thing about it it's like boom. Afterwards, it's like still so early. You know what I'm saying? So you can still like have your whole day to do stuff. You know, or if you buy a unit, then you got time to film it, load it. You know, Conky's probably gonna buy another unit.
I am driving the truck up, my new truck. So if there's a unit small enough that it tickles my fancy that I can put in the back of the truck.
Oh, here. Memories.
You guys want to see what I saw this morning out my bedroom window?
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Deer butt.
I saw a deer butt, yeah.
Deer butt. That's worth $1.
Deer butt.
So
how are you today?
Craziness, though. And then, like I said, I think, well, obviously sometime next week, most expensive storage unit sold in Ohio today. I bought it
for $3,000.
$2,990, Conky.
Close enough.
Then there's a buyer premium.
Yeah.
So
the auctioneer's got to get something, even though it's a website.
So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I gotta get that tomorrow. I got so much stuff to do tomorrow. I gotta go look in a state in the morning. I have to go. I'm working on an offsite auction cataloging, which I just talked about with the truck and all that. But there's 2 trailers there. There's all kind of tools. There's antiques, collectibles, jewelry, quilts. I mean, there's so much stuff. We've had 3 auctions already. Hopefully this will be our last one there. I'm hoping. Really hoping.
Yeah.
It's going to be at the end of the month. I got the comic book toy auction coming up. This weekend's the high-end collectible auction. Crystal, Civil War artifacts, Native American artifacts, Conky. Like the one is a beautifully displayed, and the dad of this guy went around to Civil War battlefields and did mining, little, mine detecting.
Like metal detecting?
Yeah, metal detecting, looking around for everything. And while he's digging up stuff, he found everything from arrowheads, Native American stuff. So, and then he would put them in display things. So there's some that would have trinkets, pieces, parts of firearms, pocket watches, belt buckles, things like that. Then he has ones like Native American. This one has like a Native American necklace, then all these arrowheads and axe head displayed in it. But I mean, unbelievable pieces. I mean, that's why I love my job. I mean, I touch stuff, see stuff that you're never going to get an opportunity in your life to see or touch sometimes,
Yeah.
The dump truck's done. When's the video coming out, Conky?
It's not done.
It's not done, Mary Beth,
No.
but he's getting close.
No, the truck you saw me get down earlier is the first one I did. That's my Firestone truck. When I was saying something as red as this truck, this is the first restoration video I did. Put it right there, and I hope it doesn't roll off the table. I don't want to get damaged. But it does make an appearance in my second restoration video, and it'll probably make an appearance in this next one when I finish up the dump truck.
Nice. A little appearance.
Those little cameos where it has to deliver. That's the reason I did the Firestone truck first, is because it has to deliver the tires to all the other restorations. So
let's do a sneak peek. All the people that stayed around, we appreciate you guys. And let me see here. Boom, 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 boom.
What you showing, Rob?
I'm looking.
Mike says restorations are so freaking good. I just wish I had more time to work on them and get them done.
Oh, there's so much to show, Conky, but oh man, these are 2 cool finds. This is nothing though, but all right. This is the first one. The second one's I'm gonna die laughing on the second one, but
Oh, it's got the The Batmobile in it. What is that under the Batmobile?
That's
That's a whole Batman thing.
Batman. The police, Gotham City police car, and a Robin car.
Robin.
Is
That
cool?
is neat.
So I was like, I gotta keep that one, Conky. So the Batman 5-pack Hot Wheels. Now, this movie's hilarious. And it's so funny. I made my kids watch the movie. And they're like, Dad, no, we don't want to watch this movie. Then they're watching the movie. This movie's so stupid, Dad. And now they think the movie's awesome. So.
Huh. What's
Monty Python, the Holy Grail, the Black Knight, just the flesh wound.
Oh, that's cool.
And his arms are off, and he's got blood spurting out of his arms. And then you can put his arms on.
That's probably one of the coolest pops I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. So, like, here's what it looks like. See his arms come off, and there's blood shooting out.
It's a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound. Come back, Hale. What are you gonna do? Bite my ankles?
Spam.
Oh man. It's just a flesh wound. You have no arm. Yes, I do. No, you don't.
I haven't seen that in years.
Oh man. Yeah, so I made my kids watch that movie, and then at first they're like, oh, and then they're like, oh, that's how, they liked it. So I brought this home. I gotta give it to the kids to put in the computer room. But just crazy stuff.
Nice. So
on a Boba Fett skateboard. Knights that say me. Now we have the knights that say
you remember the goldfish?
Search for the Holy Grail. Yes, I love it. What's that?
Remember the goldfish?
Goldfish, what do you mean?
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Because goldfish have the memory of like a gnat. So,
yeah. Morning. Thank you so much, Scotch Robert. Yes, just a flesh wound. Run away. There's so many great quotes in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. My name is Tim the Enchanter. I'm going to ask you these questions 3. What is your favorite color? Blue. What is the airspeed velocity of an African swallow? Oh, no, he goes, what's the airspeed velocity of a swallow? African or European? I don't know. So like, where is it? Behind the rabbit? No, it is the rabbit. Go chop its head up. Oh, man. I'm going to taunt you, you silly English types. Yeah, so if you never watched it, you got to watch it. It's a dumb, funny movie, but go ahead, Conky.
So we've got Painesville Saturday, and then
Saturday comes.
Isn't there isn't Sussin coming up?
Yeah, Sussin Self-Storage will be the 25th of June.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. What day is that? Is that a Wednesday?
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday? Okay. 25th of June.
I clear my nose in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Now leave here before I have to taunt you a second time, you silly English types.
Well, you really know that.
No, I don't know the movie at all. I've never seen it, Conks. Yes, I do love the movie. I've seen it many, many times. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. That's like one of the best lines ever. They're like, he's like, aren't you French? He goes, yes. Why do you think I have this unbelievable accent? So, oh man. So we do appreciate everybody out there. And like I said, I told everyone earlier, I love Jeremy. I love Guapo. Conky loves him. And it's always going to be that way. And, I don't want to make anyone mad, anyone upset. I'm here to run a business. And that's what I like to do. And I appreciate you guys. And if you haven't checked out any of my online auctions, this auction this Saturday and next Saturday, both are unbelievable auctions. Unbelievable stuff. Stuff for everybody. I mean, I got crystal, glassware, china. I got jewelry. I got artifacts. I got knives. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. Furniture, some beautiful, beautiful piece of antique furniture, phonograph, a Thomas Edison cylinder player working. I can go on and on, Conky. I mean, it's unbelievable auction. So take a look, guys. Take a look. And then I got this comic book, toy, video game auction. So much cool stuff. There's so much. I couldn't get everything in the auction, Conky. Remember I bought all those tractors?
Yeah.
And all those trains?
You don't have them all in the auction?
I only got one of them. I couldn't even get to those.
Rob, it's okay. Here's what I'll do for you because we're buddies, right?
Me out.
Here's what I'll do because we're buddies. I'll come up to your warehouse and you can just throw them in my car and I'll take care of it.
You will help clean them out for me. Appreciate that. Can I load up some other stuff too? Bring the big truck, Conky.
Yeah. No rocks. I'm not bringing the dump truck.
Yeah, we're loading up rocks.
I did that for Jeremy once. He buys another rock unit. He's on his own.
Oh, that's so funny, man.
Oh, man. So I guess I just want to remind anybody, and kind of getting back to the sentiment at the beginning of the show. Not that I want to dwell on that, but I just want to kind of take a minute to remind anybody who's going to the auction Saturday that, you know, this is Rob's business. This is Rob's customer. We want to keep it professional there too.
Yes, all the time. And the funny thing is that, you know, I would be more than happy to remove anybody from the auction. And like I said, just keep it professional. And the funny thing is, you know, we don't want to have any issues, problems. Why are you live? This isn't an auction. Why are we live? This is Auctions Anonymous.
Yeah, this is the one place we go to get away from the auctions.
Right.
To talk about our addictions.
If you want auctions, just go to my channel and you'll see auctions all the time, or go to my website, www.secondsense.com, and you'll see more auctions and auctions and auctions. My whole life is auctions. I almost named my one kid Auction and another kid High Bid. One kid Yep. And
another kid, hey-o!
Hey, what do you now? Your name is Hey, what do you get for it now? Winner, chicken dinner is your name. What?
Here you go.
I was just reading about Venezuela or Brazil. Long story short, the highest priced cow ever sold at auction. And I think it was $12 million.
What?
Yes. And this cow is about twice the size of a regular cow. And their whole goal is to breed these super cows, basically, for that there's less on the greenhouse gases aspect, I guess, and more on the meat aspect.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's the most ever for any farm animal, I guess.
$12 million is an awful lot to pay for just a little bit bigger, juicier steak. So it's got to be something.
Right. I thought I spent a lot of money on $3,000 on a storage unit.
Yeah. Well, you definitely didn't spend the most money in an auction that day.
No. And then, let me see here. I gotta try to find it now. Man.
Troy says twice the ass, twice the gas.
And I guess I have to bring this up because where are we from, Conky?
Where are we from?
Cleveland, right?
We are from Ohio, man.
Yeah. Well, I know Conky knows about this. 50 years ago, 10-cent bears helped turn Cleveland baseball game into a bloody riot. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to give a quick explanation about this. Like, people that don't know about this game, 10-cent beer night is infamous in this town, right? Conky, tell them about it.
They had the brilliant idea that they were going to sell beers for 10 cents a piece. And I guess that's a good idea if you're going to limit it to like 2. There's no limit. $1 worth of beer, and these people were drunk as scums.
So I didn't know a lot. I read a lot about it today. So they weren't doing that good, obviously. So they tried this promotion, okay, with 10-cent beer night to get people down there. And of course, it helped work to the tune of, I think, 20-some thousand people shows up for 10-cent beer night. And a lot of kids just got back from college, because this, I think, was like in the beginning of June. So there's tons of college kids down there. Well, the lines were so long, and it was pretty good, I guess, until like 8th to 9th inning area, okay? And I didn't know about this. Before this, the Indians and the team that we were playing, the Texas, had some issues. The head coach or head manager for Texas said something like, aren't you worried about Cleveland fans retributing or something? And he goes, they don't have enough fans in the stadium to worry about that. So that's one reason I think they did the 10-cent beer night, because they wanted to pack the stadium, okay? Well, that manager said that stuff. The Indians come back, they're about to tie the game, everything else. People start running across the field. College students, they got sick of waiting for the lines. They overran the concession stands, so then beer became free. So everyone's just drinking beer. People are streaking and running across the field. So they call the game. The manager of the Texas goes, "Let's go, guys." And they all grab baseball bats and basically going across the field in case they had to go and get attacked or whatever. And it would just turn out to a big bloody riot. People were fighting. People were drunk. And, yeah. So that was the 10-cent beer night. So I just saw that little ad. So I had to. Yeah, that's probably why Ohio's good for lots of things. That's probably why they stopped selling alcohol in certain innings. Yes, that's true. I think that's why they stopped in the 7th inning. Ohio also started why they stopped selling beer in bottles, and they put it in cups, because when everyone started throwing bottles at the one game, the Browns game. Why the EPA got created is because the river got caught on fire. Yeah, we created the EPA. Mm-hmm. You can thank us for lots of great things.
Yeah.
And probably the greatest thing of all, 2nd Sense auctions came out of Ohio. So, it's worth 1 in a million, or at least worth something.
2 cents.
2 cents.
There you go.
So, but once again, I appreciate everyone checking us out tonight. And once again, like I said, I love Jeremy. I love Guapo. Guapo, you're my brother. Jeremy, you're my brother. I understand all this stuff. And said, Conky and I, we're professionals. So we're going to stay professional, keep it professional. And that's it. And now $2 beers. That's cheap now, Conky.
Yeah.
You get 5 beers for $10.
10 cent beers, really.
You can't get 10 beers for $1, but you can get 5 beers for $10.
Yeah. Yeah. What's $10?
Yeah, but I think they only had the $2 beers for only before the game or for the first couple innings, and then they stopped. So once again, just to reiterate, Saturday, Painesville, 9 a.m., 10 o'clock, Chestnut Self-Storage, storage unit auctions, plus we have a vehicle at the first location. Do have the title, no key. Saturday evening, or Saturday, 1 o'clock, my auction starts ending. High-end collectibles. They said there's jewelry, crystal, Civil War items, Native American artifacts, and all kind of other things in between. And anything else to say, Conks?
No, that's it. We're going to do our show Saturday night. Weather permitting, if we have the bonfire, we'll probably do our show from the bonfire.
So we did our little prayer. All right.
I'll let you.
Lord, first I'd like to say I appreciate all the great things you've bestowed upon me in this awesome, awesome community of YouTube, and all the wonderful individuals that are listening tonight, all the great mods out there, all the people that have helped out, assisted. And, Lord, life always gives us difficult challenges, difficult things to go through, and difficult choices to make. And we appreciate your guidance in all these things. Let all the decisions that people make out there, let them reflect with you first and make the right decisions, Lord. I appreciate all the things you've done for me personally, and anyone out there has any special intentions, any issues, problems that they need any help with, please do what is best for them and in your grand scheme of things, Lord. Once again, special blessings for all my brothers out there. Guapo, love you. Jeremy, love you. Conky, I love you too, brother. And I appreciate, and all the mods out there, love you. And everyone watching, I love you guys too. And this is our family. We appreciate you, love you. And if there's anything anyone ever needs, let us know. We appreciate you, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
And great thing is that we get to share time, energy, and effort. And I don't know. YouTube keeps bothering. They want me to start a subscription, or what do you call it, Conky?
The memberships.
Membership.
I get the same thing every once in a while.
So I thought about doing a membership. The only reason membership, I would do something where I thought about starting, maybe doing an auction once a week, 10 to 15 items. And to bid on the items, you'd have to be a member. So I don't know. Anyone on there that's listening in the comments, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. So there would be a membership level, and the membership fee would basically to be the opportunity to bid on those auctions. And then there might be a higher level membership thing where you would have more access to that. And also there's a lot of content. I have tons of content that I never release or put out because, one, it doesn't exactly correlate with the channel, or people don't understand how the YouTube algorithm work and videos. You can't just throw out anything you want and be successful. It sounds dumb, but it's just the way how YouTube works. There's times I have things that I want to put out, or there's things I can't even put out in a video because it's only 5-10 minutes long that I'd like to share with everybody, but there's no format on YouTube because people are, you could just put out a 10-minute video, Rob. Unfortunately, if I put out a 10-minute video, it's very difficult. I don't want to get into the whole algorithm.
Yeah, you got to get into the analytics and all that.
Yes, but there's a whole thing like that. It doesn't sound that crazy, but yes. So I thought about giving an opportunity, like I said, if I did the membership, there'd probably be 2 levels, and one level would be a very basic level and the bid on the auction, and the second level would be a lot of extra content, maybe even a little Just Jeff Q&A session or something stupid like that, or give Jeff a little 15-minute clip of once a week he could put out or something. I don't even know if you guys want to watch that because he might not even have a shirt on. Who knows? I mean, he was talking about it the other day, doing some video where he's just in a Speedo getting sun or something. I'm like, what? So, and I try to do the shorts. They're just so short, doing 15-second shorts. It's very, they're fun and everything else. It's just that it's hard to convey things I want to convey in a 15-second short. I like doing the fun things, but they don't. It didn't work out that well for me. YouTube says it's not part of the analytics and everything else, but somehow to me it seemed like it hurt my channel by doing the shorts. So that's why I don't do shorts any longer. So just putting it out there. If anyone thinks about it, that's an option I've been talking about, and then I would have to figure out another day to do live auction content.
Yeah. Well, really anytime.
Yeah, I think maybe 10 to 15 items. Keep it at 1 hour. Do a little talk in the beginning, and then boom, auction, and then to be done. Short, sweet. And this way I could get the fans sometimes some of the stuff they always ask me, hey, Rob, this, I want this. I could just put it in the auction for them.
Yeah.
So.
Always a good thing.
What's that called?
Always a good thing.
So, yeah, I don't know. I have to see. Well, I appreciate everybody out there watching. Like I said, I love all you guys out there. If anyone, knows anyone that needs our assistance, we help people all the time sell stuff. And Scott, he loves that. I love it. Monty Python Holy Grail. And we might have to watch it, have a day we all watch it together, Conky.
That'd be funny.
So, we appreciate everybody. Have a good night, Conky.
Good night.
Good night.